Most photographers think they know composition. They've heard of the rule of thirds. They've tried leading lines, but there's one mistake I see over and over again, and it's the reason so many photos feel off. Today I'm going to show you what that mistake is and how a small shift can completely transform your images. Hi everyone, Richard here from Herzography Photography. If you've ever taken a photo that looked great in person, but then you get home, download, and view your images that you were so excited to capture, and now they look flat or unbalanced? Well, this is probably why. The number one composition mistake: we stand where it's comfortable and shoot from there, ignoring visual weight. Most photographers are taught to place the elements in the frame, but not how those elements actually feel inside the frame. Visual weight is what makes the image feel balanced or completely uncomfortable. Whether it's a dark mountain on one side, a bright sky on the other, a subject's too close to the edge, all of these things pull your eye, whether you realize it or not. You get to the location, you set up the tripod, and you take in the photo. But here's the truth. The first place you stop is almost never the best position to photograph. The rule of thirds is a great starting point, but it's not the goal. Here is an image that I took at Lake Louise. It follows the rule of thirds perfectly, but I think it's kind of boring, because you can still follow the rule of thirds perfectly and still end up with a weak image. Why? Your brain tells you this looks good, but what it really means is this is easy to see and shoot from here. Good photography almost never happens at the obvious spot. The obvious spot gives you the obvious photo, and the obvious photo looks like everyone else's photo, because composition isn't about grids. It's about balance and flow. Here's an image of fall reflections that I took and showing you without the rule of thirds and then with the rule of thirds. Where does your eye go first? Where does it go next? Here's another example. The Palace of Fine Arts. Rule of thirds worked perfect with the building directly in the center. It follows the rule of thirds. I think it's a little bit boring. Does your eye stay in the frame or does it fall out of it? This one here of a winter stream, I think does a perfect job of pulling you into the stream and into the woods, or from the woods and down the stream and back and forth. That's what actually matters. Let's look at an example of when I came upon this location and was struck by its beauty. Here's the scene and what I took as my first exposure. I was so excited when I found this location, I just started to shoot. Back when I was shooting film, I used to take a Polaroid instant image, not so much for exposure, but for composition and balance. Of course, if you're shooting digital, you now have the advantage that I didn't have back then of reviewing your image in your viewfinder or the back screen of your camera. You're standing in a beautiful location and you become mesmerized. Everything looks beautiful. How could you take a weak image? So in this first composition, I felt it just didn't work. I didn't like the balance, the amount of sky, it just seemed off. Now in the second composition that I took, again, this composition just didn't work. I liked it better than the first composition, but it was still off, but it just didn't work. So I moved around without the tripod and found what I visualized. I moved and looked from different positions at different heights, up and down. Now with the composition shifted and repositioned, here is the final image. And now I feel the visual weight is balanced throughout the image and pulls your eye from the bottom into the center of the image and keeps it there. Those foreground tracks leads you into the image, and the red tree on the left balances the railway tracks that go from the center into the right. And it holds you, and your eye flows naturally through the scene, back and forth, or you try to see where the railroad tracks lead to. The same location, the same light, completely different images. So here is my 5-minute rule that I suggest you try. When you find a scene you want to photograph, do not set up your tripod. Drop your gear. Keep it in view, of course. And walk to your left, walk to your right, move lower, move higher, change distance. You are not searching for a prettier view. You're searching for a relationship between elements, foreground, midground, background. The composition appears only after you move. You can't think of a composition that will be better in another location until you move to that location and visualize it. I use my cell phone to take composition images and analyze the proposed location. If it's where I want to shoot, the cell phone image will help me determine which lens focal length I probably want to start with. So those small shifts can change everything. This is the part most people miss. You don't need a new location. You don't need better gear. You need awareness. You are looking for different things like a leading line, depth, separation, light direction, clean edges. The camera doesn't improve the scene, your position does. 6 feet can completely change a photograph. These small decisions change how the image feels. And that feeling is what separates a snapshot from a photograph. To coin a phrase, how to think differently. Next time when you're composing a shot, ask yourself, where is the visual weight? Is one side heavier than the other? Does my eye move through the frame or get stuck? Don't just place subjects, balance them. Don't just capture a scene, visually guide the viewer through it. Great landscape photographers are not better at settings. They are better at where they stand. Composition is not a rule. Composition is a decision. And the moment you stop accepting the first view, your photography changes forever. If you start thinking this way, I promise your images will immediately feel stronger and more intentional. I hope you found this helpful, and be sure to give it a like and subscribe. I've got a lot more coming up on how to see and create better photographs. Thanks for joining me here on Herzography. Now let's all get out and shoot.